Hello everyone, and welcome to Just Cause 4. I just got this game. It was free on Epic Games, and I've heard a lot of good things and I heard a lot of bad things about it. And I just would love to share my experience with this game and how horrendously stupid this game is. And how I'd never want to play this ever again. So, I don't know the backstory behind this. I just played the intro, but I'm not gonna let you guys suffer through the pain of horrible old last gen graphics and stuff. But what I can say, first of all, is that the graphics in this game are eh at best. And I'm just having trouble with like everything. And I don't know. This might end up being like a documentary or whatever, and just might be just gameplay, and I'm just sitting here quietly and not saying anything to you guys. But that would be interesting to show you how much of a failure this game is, at least in my eyes, is where it could have been better. And yeah, let's continue playing this.
The road is walled off.
Can you get over it?
I think one of the first things that you learn in this game is how
Those lights
crappy the controls are. Like, instead of aiming down sights with your right button,
gonna jump.
like I'm showing you right now, I'm clicking the right button and it's a grappling hook. Apparently, out of all things that you could bind this to, like even middle mouse button has a like secondary function to your gun, but for some reason they thought it would be a smart idea in an FPS game, or not an FPS game, but a shooter game where usually you would aim. It's just a parachute. Now, obviously, this is definitely not like other shooters. You can clearly tell by grappling hooks and the very futuristic location of this, and just the way like the characters run and they talk. It's like really weird. It's like Ghost Recon and like Call of Duty. I don't know, but
That's a big tower.
so look how inaccurate these parachutes are, which is like one of the most hilarious things I've discovered so far. And I'm sorry if I sound really weird.
Projecting
It's
upward.
like 11 o'clock at night and I'm exhausted. But I thought I should try this type of video format out because, hey, I want to try something new. And plus I got a new microphone, which if you're a long time viewer, which I'm pretty sure you aren't, it's an upgrade from my old gaming headset.
Heading up.
And like even shift is aim. Now that's like a new thing I just discovered. It's pretty cool. Not cool actually. What I do like about this game, which I sadly do, is the grappling physics, or just the ability to grappling hook almost anywhere. It's pretty cool. Feels like Spider-Man. Shooting is I can honestly say very unsatisfying. It does have red pew pew barrels, like every video game should, which I have to give it to them. Props for them to add these very pew pew. Shame that these aren't pew pew, but they're not red, so it makes sense. Oh god. Oh, what the? I am so confused. What just happened? Oh. And as you could probably tell, it's a very confusing loadout, because I usually play either Rainbow Six Siege or other FPS shooters. I just got into Valorant, And not gonna lie, I've been having a lot of fun and a lot of pure blinding rage playing that game. And I thought I should take a break from all the stress and intelligent games and try and play something that I've only been recommended by friends who don't like realism, and I do. Like, look at this.
Pretty good one.
I don't understand. It's cool though. It's like just like unrealistic like Spider-Man. The setting looks nice though, but apparently this game is supposed to be based in South America, and I might be a retard, but I've never seen Mount Everest
You're on the right track. Can you get
in Colombia. Even the Andes in Argentina don't look this massive. Oh, you could do that? Interesting. Can I? Oh, okay. This is a cool feature. I would 10 out of 10 game, obviously. Like, why wouldn't she rate this a 10 out of 10? Without all the game breaking bugs, all of that. Why do you need game breaking bugs when you have a grappling hook and a parachute? Basically making you able to climb up entire buildings. Oh, that's cool.
Rico? There's a console further up this structure.
I want to do that.
Not sure how
I'll
you'll
figure it out.
Whee! This is fun. Oh yeah, I forgot shift is aim.
Could use this vent to get me
Whoa,
up
whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, but this is a very different game. A very unusual game. And I wanted to show you it just because of how fantastically horrible this game is. It's like there's a few, like a category of video games just like so bad that they're good. What? Like, and this game is like the perfect definition of it. Like, so not realistic, but yet like so. How am I supposed to do this? Do I jump off and then press? Ah, okay. But yeah, I can't do that apparently. Oh, there we go. But this game is just so weird. I'm probably gonna say this like a million times by the end of this, but
Almost there.
it's just such an odd game. And I really hope this is entertaining for you guys as much as this stupidity is for me. Like, oh my god. But no. I've been taking quite the long break. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I posted like an actual video, and even then, a lot has happened, you know. In high school now. Sucks, obviously, but hey. I mean, a couple months ago, we, a couple of my, friends, started a podcast, which was, quite the experience. And, to be honest, we learned a bunch of lessons from that, especially just how bad my internet is when it comes to recording. Why can't I, what does this do? Oh, I've been pressing the wrong button. Apparently that also grappling hooks. Uh-oh. And, a lot has happened, you know. You grow up, I was especially lazy beforehand when it came to recording and editing. I had a friend edit all my videos, or most of them at least. But, now I don't really have that opportunity for free editing. So if this game is poorly cut or just like literally not edited at all, that's you can thank me for the very epic gamer editing that I'm trying to learn. And as you probably heard through the voice crack, that my voice hasn't been the best lately. And you know, mental health wise, all of that stuff, just, I don't know. A lot of things have happened in my personal life since playing all of these games, and like the innocence of childhood has been lost in me, which is a shame, but that's how life be, you know, sometimes. Apart from that, I mean, all this COVID-19 and pandemic and the recent whatchamacallit, BLM protests in Minneapolis and where I live too is pretty interesting to watch from a bystander point, you know. Obviously I support their cause, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of chaos ensuing. You know, I live in a region where a few days ago we've been staying updated on the police reports. We have like a police scanner or like an app where we can listen into what the police are saying, and we recently had police reports of looting in my neighborhood. And as any child within a family, or just anyone who owns a house, that's not really a good thing to hear. Not a very reassuring thing to hear. And I love how I'm saying this with an air raid siren going off, which is quite hilarious. But you know, but I'm glad they're doing it now, and I really hope they do something with it, cause I mean, I support their cause. I don't really stand by police officers just abusing power, and I think total police reform is the way to go, and hopefully they can succeed in doing that, which will be quite exciting to see. No more police abuse, hopefully. But you know, I've been staying at home this entire quarantine. My school ended quite a few months ago, and let me tell you something. I've been not very doing well. You know, grades are at school, still A's, but you know, I don't do my work on time, and I don't think a single person has been able to do that properly since school has ended. You know, first week was fine, second week was fine, and then after that it was all a blur. You know, birthday came and went. You know, it's crazy. Thankfully, none of my family members have been hit by COVID-19 or just any disease in general, and it's been relatively calm in my community. But I've just been having a lot of fun with friends, you know, playing games, mostly Rainbow Six Siege, obviously. Recently hit Plat 3, but pretty hyped. I'm looking forward to playing the new season, and hopefully I'll not be lazy and record some footage to the whoever's watching this video. But you know, quarantine has shown the light of how we don't really think about the benefits and just pros in general with our lifestyle. Like, the ability to go outside is taken for granted nowadays, and people are furious, you know. Even with these protests, like, they had to do something and they went outside instead of staying inside, which, I mean, at this point, who knows? You know, all this new information about the pandemic and how it works, who it targets, and how the governments have been handling it, whether it's in the US or Brazil or Russia. It's very interesting, and really shines a light into the political sphere that clouds the planet Earth
I'll need to make repairs.
during these dark times in 2020. But to be honest, 2020 has been so dark these past almost an entire half a year has gone by. I just
I'll see you soon.
realized that because the day of recording is the 8th of June,
Shit.
and wow, it just blew by so fast. You know, I hit 16, and yet I feel like I've progressed nowhere in my life. You know, just standing in the and staying at home. You know, not being able to meet friends, or literally just go outside to do like errands, or go outside and play, or like, you know, do projects. You know, like it takes a hard hit into your mental state, and I hope I'm taking it well, but
Might be right.
some people aren't during this pandemic, and that's the real bothering thing about it.
Mira, I'm at El Abismo.
And
I must not be afraid of heights.
you know, it's just very, we're living in
But I usually
history
like
right now. Like, history is being made at this moment, whether it was World War III, or the Australian wildfires, or the COVID-19 pandemic. I mean, last time we had a pandemic, I think it was SARS or something like that, but I would probably more make this into a like Spanish flu type of deal. And but it's just very interesting this time we live in, and I'm surprised that we haven't been able to do much as our generation, whatever generation I am. I'm too retarded to know, but you know, we're so powerless. Like 15, 16, 14 even. Like, your teen years are probably your best and worst parts of your life. You know, I've been taking for granted, you know, the ability to live my life as a child. You know, I've been taking it for granted. As a young kid, you're always like, "Oh, I want to grow up. I want to be an adult. I want to own a house. I want to own a car. I want to like have a job. I want to get paid. I want to have money. I want to like all the food in the world, like snacks and stuff. Like have no parental control." And as I'm hitting 16, or I already hit 16, in the age of 16, I kind of regret thinking like that, because now there's all these overwhelming things like going to college, driving, just in general, like how am I going to get a car, finding a job, all these things, and the real world just hits you really hard. And it's very stressful. I've been, for the past a year and a half, maybe 2, I've been panicking because I want to save that,
What do we do about Iapa?
you know,
Blizzard and those activities.
light in childhood where I was just happy all the time and I want to play video games. I want to have fun with my friends. And then you have this cloud of real life, you know. And, you know, yeah, I mean, I've taken a hit from it, you know. My grades dropped. I became even more lazy than I was. And, I mean, it shows, like, I've stopped doing work. And, you know, it's stuff like that that really screws up with your mental state, because obviously you want to be successful in life, you know. You have so many people that you would like to please. Your siblings, your family members, your parents, or at least in my life, my parents are very stubborn in wanting me to succeed in life. And as most viewers can probably relate, I mean, I don't think they would want us to sit around and, as a generation, an entire 100 years just wasted, just sitting on phones and playing video games all day. And it sucks it sucks to be part of the problem like that. It really does, because you see your parents being successful in their lives and having families, and I can't even think of having a family because
Only a matter of time before Gabrielle
obviously I haven't found the girl, and I probably won't ever will if I were to be honest. But like, just even thinking about like, oh, having kids is such a gonna be a struggle for a generation. There's probably an entire percentage of people who don't know how to take care of a child or how to be a responsible parent or responsible owner, like how to own a house, how to pay a mortgage, how to do loans, student loans. They're probably going to screw up so many people's careers and stuff. But at the same time, you know, it our generation has added so many cool careers to do. Like even right now, I'm recording a YouTube video, and if I really tried, if I put in all my effort, I could succeed in this like area, like in this whatchamacallit, job field. Like, we have created an entire business, an entire like genre, or like an entire complete new entertainment just from YouTube and Twitch. And the mainstream media like is finally accepting that, oh my god, there's like probably millions and maybe even billions dollars of investment that can go into this and can really set up people to live their life without doing anything. Like, look at Leafy came back obviously, but he probably just made bank. He just dipped and got all his money and then left, which is probably the smartest thing to do. And I'm honestly, that's kind of what I want to do. I want to make the money and leave. Now obviously I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I don't fit any qualifications to own or get money from ads, even though right now it's not really a good time for ads. But it's just amazing that we as a generation have been able to create these amazing and honestly like dream jobs for most people. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of viewers right now who are watching this who are wanting or dreaming to be YouTubers, and they think that they can make it in this career, and maybe some will, maybe some won't. What am I doing here? Oh, am I supposed to do this? Pull up the breakers? Am I retarded or something? What am I supposed? Oh, right here? Am I dumb? I'm gonna try on this one. I don't know what I'm doing. I already lost my train of thought. But I'll just move on. Just the ability. Oh, I just remembered what I had to do. Just the ability to okay. The ability to do this work and have fun doing it is something that most people want to do in their life. They want to start Twitch streaming. They want to have that popularity that some people have started to learn and like
are almost here.
be adjust to. And there's a huge debate on whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that how our society is basically surrounding herself around popularity and around how people see each other and what you think other people think about you. And it's for me personally, I've come to the conclusion that it's all pointless. You know, why do you need the popularity? Why do you need TikTok fame, for example, or Instagram fame? Do you really want generations after generations past you to remember you as a girl or a boy who spent their entire life sitting on TikTok doing these weird dances in your bathroom and be like, heh heh heh, I'm going to be so popular, I'm going to get so many likes, and you're just wasting a life, or at least I think.